You gotta forgive me. I never saw Pop get that dirty, that gritty. Like, she is worse than Rock, to be honest. And she's trifling. Now, you know what? I'm just on Rock's side, but they about the same caliber. No, I think Snap is worse because she took out a whole child for no reason. Nah, Rock did take out a kid too. Like, they the same. The devil you don't know, huh, Kanan? Yo, so Crystal, she was in that room all beat up in a mess. And then Pop, hi, sweetie. You know, we girls gotta stick together. And she was making her a sandwich. However, Crystal spilled very quickly. She was. And then taken out by your girl, Pop. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I thought the cops were doing the dirty work, but nah, it had to be done by Pop's own hand. And the thing is, she talked so differently than she do when she's around everybody else. But because they already saw the face and she was just talking, I knew she was going to take him out because she got to cover her tracks. She don't need Kanan knowing that she's putting stuff in her head. Like I said, Rock was coming in the diner uninvited by Kanan. Kanan was all pissed off. She's trying to see where his head is at. You know, she pretty much said, your girl came to see me. And now he's like, my girl? He's just so on alert that he has tunnel vision. He is not seeing anything clear. Everything is rock. Lulu, we might have to lay down your girl, Armani. I don't even know why you invited her. And I was like looking at Armani. Lou was like, I was with Armani. So let me tell you how Armani is hanging your boy out to dry. She was like, I didn't look at the time. She is covering to the point where she's making sure she is not telling a lie for this ninja. Remember last week she's talking about, open up to me, darling. Open up. And then meanwhile, he is in a little bit of trouble. And she's like, I don't know nothing about that. You know what? It's over. It's done. I said, wow, don't we throw him in the trash. This is why he went and effed some random, not really random, but you know, Jessica, when he was going through this, because he feels like he does not trust you and he can't talk to you. Like, it is amazing how quickly she threw herself on Lulu. She's trying to get him to open up. In the moment he does a little bit, like, she's like, what, me? Oh no, boy, you on your own. Goodbye, Armani. And then Lou's boss, the person that owns the record label, he know he's being hanged for it. He was like, well, Armani is being suspect right now. She don't want to talk to you. And Lulu was like, that has nothing to do with my personal life. I would have just been like, listen, I slept with her. She don't know how to act. You know how it go. That's what I would have said. But, you know, Lulu was like, dude, I don't got to explain nothing to nobody. So that's what he was on. And I get it, too. That makes sense. So, yeah, bodies was just dropping like crazy. And David ain't no exception because he's up in a nightclub and he's just chilling, minding his business. And, you know, for all that craziness David was, I liked the little crazy because it was just comical how lost he was most of the time. He's up in the club having a good old time. And I said, oh, my gosh, my man got taken out by your guy Crazy Stare. So Rock walk in the next day and she's like, where David? She see the crying and stuff. She just walked back out. She's like, I don't got time to deal with the BS. Like, Unique is really on one. Now Fano's talking and he is definitely, he's like pissy right now because okay. Early should have got taken out too. And I felt bad. I was like, you know, because Marvin told Early to do it and stuff like that. I felt bad. But Early, you little BS snitch. Yo, as soon as he went running. And the thing is, to be honest, it's because I'm for the Thomas family. But really, the way Marvin got in his face, man, what you going to do about it? And knowing that you just took out my cousin, Marvin, you should have known better. You should have backed down a little bit. You didn't even have to admit to it. You could have had him guessing. But, and what if I did? I said, Marvin, why would you do that? Why are you adding salt on a wound? So, yeah, Marvin... Rock, like Rock said, you got to take out both of them. He did a half-ass job. And I was with Marvin. And I kind of felt bad. Marvin really F's himself up. So Stefano is sitting there like, can I speak to Rock alone? And Rock is like, listen, I am not turning against my brother. We family. And it's like, Stefano, you just tried to turn Marvin against Rock. And that's Marvin's problem. He ain't tell Rock what he should have told him. He ain't tell Rock what he knew. Tell him what you know. I'ma tell him what I know. that Stefano wanted Marvin to take out Rock and Marvin to take over the business. So Lulu's at the bar and he's telling the bartender, I feel lighter. Lighter? The only thing I could think of when he said that was bodies. I'm like, dude, you let off. And I don't mean off. I mean rounds. What about Juke? Girl, Juke got to get away from that girl she met at the nightclub because I don't know. I think she's going to tie stuff together because when her husband was unalived, the cop Garcia visited the girl and is going to told her a whole bunch of bad stuff about Juke. So you know the girl's looking at Juke sideways. And Juke is like, so what did you say? Actually, she was acting suspect by asking that. And Juke's girlfriend comes to town and it felt like old Juke again. I ain't gonna lie. Aww. And I told you they was gonna share a strawberry shortcake, which I know my food. I'm so mad I know my food like that. That means I eat too damn much. So now your dude Kanan is pissed off. Rock. He goes to see the enemy, Unique. And Unique was like, I was waiting when you was gonna come see me. So he looked at him eye to eye and yes, I unalived your brother. And I would do it again. And Unique liked that kind of stuff. And he was like, you know what? I don't even got beef with you. It's your mom I got beef with. But who's watching in the cut? Rock. Because Rock been sitting on Unique for a while. Just watching his moves and stuff like that. She's very calculative. She is just like Unique. They not ready for her. Pops got one. I ain't gonna lie. Pops definitely is a beast. I really didn't give them as much credit. We needed that. We need that. Now I want to see how Snaps get down. Because she greasy. Not even greasy. I know that about hurt Rock's heart to sit there and watch Kanan go to Unique. Now, because she been sitting on Unique for a long time, she knew that Kanan just willingly went to Unique. Yo, B Rilla always complaining about something. Lulu just need to cut ties with B Rilla. I don't like him at all. He just pops garbage. Oh, you're leaving me? You're just like everybody else. Everybody else? Yo, I just saved your damn life. And not even that, I took people out for you while you sitting there and being a blubbering fool. How about all you had to do was stand still? And I did what I needed to do. Bodies. Yo, every time I see Lulu right now, it's just, that's all I think of. And your dumbass Kanan can't find Crystal. And the first thing he says, I want to go see what Snap and Pop got to say about this. They playing your ass like a $2 bill. I'm not sure how that works, but they're playing your ass like a $3 bill because I know that don't exist. So I was just thinking about the host. See, based on the coming attractions, it looked like Marvin was in a place with bunk beds. And I was like, he better not be visiting Gerald's kids. And true to form, she yells, Uncle Marvin. Now, if y'all have been on a Big Brillo review, he got a whole skit with the girl waving in the pool, Uncle Marvin. And it's so funny because all you hear is Uncle Marvin. I said, I am so done. He went to go see one of Gerald's kids and they had her locked in the house and she yelled out, Uncle Marvin, right when he was about to leave, and he bust through them, took out 2 dudes. Marvin's in trouble. Wow, there was a lot of bodies being taken out this episode. I didn't even realize it was so many people because a lot of them was non-effing factors. Let's be honest, but it was good. We ate this episode. So Marvin is definitely in trouble. You think that kid can hold water? That kid is traumatized. Yo, I don't know what you bought your hood ways around this chick. You just off dudes in front of the little girl. Now, I don't know what was going on. 100% in the house. But yo, he dead took them out in front of this girl standing there holding a baby. And then walked out like nothing happened. And told her to do the adult. This is why Rock is always cleaning up his mess. I swear. Anyway, I'm mustering the strength at the end. Yo, Unique. I'm like, yo, this Kanan again? And you got Rock and Marvin standing there. Oh, it's done. Sorry, look at me getting excited. They are about to come together and take out Stefano because that was Rock's original plan. She wanted Stefano out the way so she could broker a deal with Unique and they could come together and squash all of this dead air. But now she knows she has to do it because her son is out of control. So I think Unique could be the one to bring her and her son back. But it seems like, what I'm saying is, Unique is not as irrational as they made him seem because he really seemed sane to me. I ain't gonna lie. But this episode caught me off guard a lot. Yo, Pops, damn it. She is out of control. I almost forgot to tell y'all guys, please hit that like and subscribe button. Put me in the algorithm. Let me go up, please. Thank you.